Good Shabbos, everybody. It's a pleasure to have so many of you here today and to celebrate this wonderful occasion of this B'nai Mitzvah. Now, I love to work out at the gym. You may not be able to tell, but I go to the gym several times a week, early in the morning. It's a great stress release, an opportunity to start the day right, and to escape the challenges I try to take on every day as a rabbi. But often at the gym, it's hard to escape the fact that I'm a rabbi. Everyone seems to know, and I'm not sure how it got out. And yes, there are some wonderful Beth Yeshurun members that I love seeing at the gym, but it seems everyone, from other people working out, to staff, to lifeguards, everyone seems to know what I do. Now, one benefit of this COVID pandemic, sometimes when I'm really needing an escape, I can wear an extra large mask, and no one has any idea who I am. But honestly, it's normally not a big deal. People ask me great questions about the holidays, Israel, or something in the Bible. But there's another question that some do ask me. Sometimes it may be the first time we talk. Or sometimes it may happen after years and years of conversations. Rabbi, am I a bad Jew? Or am I a bad Christian? Or am I a bad person because and it doesn't really matter what the end of the question is. Sometimes it's about an addiction or infidelity. Sometimes it's about not keeping kosher or Shabbat. Sometimes it's about rejecting the religion of their parents. Sometimes the question is asked in defiance, and sometimes it's asked in deference. But the question always starts out the same way, always. Rabbi, am I bad? I never mind getting asked. In fact, I've come to expect it, and I'm honored that some people could be so open with me. Usually it's an invitation to tell me more about their lives and their choices, and often they share with me their struggles. Think of it as an opening of the soul, a sacred moment, a privilege that I carry with me with the decision to become a rabbi. But behind this question lurks a deeper one that I believe demonstrates the insecurity many of us feel. The deepest part of our neshamot, our human souls, want to know and feel that we're all connected to each other. We're connected to our traditions. We're connected to God. I think when someone asks me, am I bad? Part of what they're asking me is if they're being judged negatively for their choices. They're asking, I think, this judgment means that they're alone inside themselves. I think all of us want to feel, even if we're different, even if we've made mistakes, that we're still connected to the greater whole. Behind the question I think of, am I bad, is the question, do I still have a place? My friend and colleague, Rabbi Noah Farkas, points out that the Torah answers this all-important question in the most beautiful way in our Torah portion today of Tetzaveh. What we just read, the central theme, is a description of the vestments, the clothes, the garments of the high priest Aaron. God instructs the people to make a tunic, a headdress, and a breastplate. The Torah goes into great detail each of these items, describing the metals and yarns to be used and the precious stones that are to be inlaid into the finery. And then at the end, the Torah says, Aaron shall carry the names of the children of Israel on the breastplate of decision over his heart when he enters the sanctuary for remembrance before the Lord always. More explicitly, the purpose of carrying the names is for remembrance. As the rabbis teach, when Aaron and God have sacred conversations in that Holy of Holies, neither party shall ever forget they're not alone in the room. They carry with them the memories of the past and the hopes for the future. Notice at the most exclusive moment, in the most exclusive place in the sanctuary, the high priest, the anointed brother of Moses, is carrying over his heart the names of all the tribes of Israel, even those who will participate in the sin of the golden calf, even those who want to deny the project of the Exodus itself. All of the broken, all of the sinful, all of the mumbling rabble, all of us, past and present, are engraved in the stone over the heart of Aaron and loved by God still. Loved by God always. God really is in the details. In the most revolutionary ways, the Torah is teaching us that holiness at its heart is not exclusive, but it's inclusive. God might have taken the beginnings of space and time and separated to form what we know to be the world, but it's upon us to put it all back together. Because our tradition here is reminding us, the Torah is telling us, God is instructing us, holiness, Kiddushah, which we speak so much about, is not seeing ourselves as exclusively separate from each other, but rather it's in our ability to cross the divides that separate us too often. Yes, feeling separate from each other is a fact of life, but bringing everyone together is the purpose of life. Because from the one became the many, and our holy purpose is to use our hearts to bring each other back to the one above, to our Creator, to the one who remembers all of us, no matter the mistakes we may have been, no matter the things that we did that we regret, no matter the fact that none of us do all that we're instructed to do, and the fact that none of us can ever follow all of the mitzvot outlined in the Torah. And yet, all of us still have a place. We're all on that breastplate over the heart of Aaron in the Holy of Holies before God, because God does remember all of us, no matter who we are, no matter what we've done. Yes, as a rabbi, to miss an opportunity to hear a story, to commune with the soul, would feel like a loss to me, because a better world is built by all of us, not just rabbis, through connection. And the reminder that in our tradition, all of us have a place, the beautiful and the broken, the well-off and the wretched, the sinful and the sad, the downtrodden. All are engraved over the breast of the high priest as a remembrance before God always. Shabbat Shalom.